Hi guys, welcome back to my kitchen table and another one of my marks. And today I'm presenting to you the latest addition to my Imperial task force, the 87th. And this is the Imperial Artillery Speeder. Whenever I'm building a new mock for my Imperial task force, I'm thinking of what the task force is lacking in capabilities and what gaps need to be filled. And this role of a proper artillery system is what I thought was needed to be filled the most. Because before this, my logistics platoon only consisted of some mortar systems and some Imperial artillery troopers here. So that's all fine and dandy if you're going on infantry-based combat and not facing armored enemies. That will be fine. But as a proper support to my Marauder tanks and the Mod T and all that, the other heavier vehicles, and to also fight tanks such as the Rebel Lothrat, you would need the Imperial artillery system. So let's get right into the details of the mock. The artillery system is housed on a speeder platform, just like many other things in my very mobile task force. And this speeder you might recognize a bit, since it's very similar to the Imperial patrol speeder I created last year, which was an inspiration from the Andor show. So you would see that this speeder would be a heavier version, kind of like the older brother to this little Imperial patrol speeder. So we got some nice lights here in the front. We got some Imperial grey details with some tiles and some greebling. Also got some nice angles here. And of course the main cannon and gun here with its massive barrel. We got the driver controls. Then it is housed on these reverse tiles, so I can easily slide around the battlefield, hovering like a speeder. The speeder is crewed by two people, a driver and a artillery trooper. You could also fit a third trooper standing on the platform here, ready to operate the cannon at a moment's notice. This is the speeder in its mobile position. Then the main gun is resting in this little cradle that I built. So it's stable while they're going around, moving. But once you want to deploy the gun, you will just stop the speeder and then elevate your gun and get it into position to fire, like this. The main gun has a big old stable barrel here, some very modern scopes as well. Here we have some control panels and a lever to be able to operate and fire the gun. You can then just take your artillery trooper here once you've stopped, have him stand up, and then just man him down on these two studs, like that. So now we have a trooper manning the guns, or the gun. I also added a little play feature that I'm rather proud of for the artillery gun. Because as you can see here, these shells aren't just for detail, since they can actually be loaded and you can simulate firing the gun as well. So you take this little shell, put it in here, and then you'll just push this pin to load, fire, and dispose of your shell casing once you're done. So you'll just load it, fire it, and then the gun will eject the empty casing once you've fired. So I thought that was a fun little play feature to add, and it took quite some time to design this to get it right. But yeah, you see, you just load in the shell, and if you didn't quite catch it on the video, here is where it will be ejected once you've fired it. So just take your gun, fire it, and then the gun itself ejects the casing once you've fired. Pretty cool little feature I thought about adding. So there we have that. Here are the driver controls. We have some nice comfy seats as well. if we remove the driver, here we would have a gear shift, or yeah, any kind of lever, since it's the Star Wars universe, but that was a feature it could be used for. We have these chairs that can be reclined a bit and adjusted to your comfort. Then we also have the hood here in the front, which you can open and close. So if we open up the hood, we'll reveal what's inside. Here to the left, we have the main engine of the speeder. And then we also have 4 spare casings that you can fire with your gun. So if you fire all 6 here in the back, you have 4 extra to be able to fire. That you can just take out of the hood and then eject into the gun. Pretty cool. So that's pretty much it for the details on this whole speeder. And once you're done, of course, firing, you'll just take the gun, put it back into the cradle and get going to another firing position. I have designed instructions for the speeder, and they will be available on my Rubricable. I will link down below for you guys to see. So I hope you guys enjoyed my latest addition to the task force. If you did, do leave a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.